In Veterans Voices tonight, the story of a soldier who served in 2 wars for 2 different countries, his native New Zealand and the United States. 6 on Your Side's Don Dare, himself a veteran, says Pete Leaming continues to devote his life to serving others.
All right, we'll just pour a little stuff. We pour a little of this on here.
Pete Leaming, a 2-time war veteran, says you are never too old to learn something new. He's 97. His friends call him Picasso Pete. He's been an abstract painter for several years. From his apartment in Maryville, Mr. Leaming, originally from New Zealand, has led a colorful life. He was 18 years old when he joined the Royal New Zealand Air Force in 1945, just before World War II ended in the Pacific.
I went first to Manus and then on to Guadalcanal.
It's no picnic in this heat.
They were very strict about making us wear long-sleeve shirts so that the mosquitoes couldn't bite us.
Private Leaming was a ground crew member. With other airmen, they prepared the planes for combat.
An airstrip covered with steel. Locked together, the pieces were locked together, and when the airplane landed, if you can imagine the rattling of steel, oh dear, it was awful. Terrible, but it was better than the landing on the coral, of course, chewed up the tires.
Victory in Japan Day, what was that like for those of you serving in the South Pacific?
Somebody came in and said they've dropped an atom bomb on Japan. And we all turned around and looked at each other and said, well, what the hell is an atom bomb? We didn't know.
With the war over, Pete returned to his family in New Zealand. Then he got the bug again and joined the British Merchant Marine.
But I was supposed to be a cook, but I wound up being a scullion. You know what a scullion is? That's the man who washes the pots and pans.
You're in the British Merchant Marine and you find yourself docked there in New York City. What happens?
I jumped ship.
His next adventure, the U.S. Army. After months of training, then U.S. Army Private Leaming was sent to Korea in 1951.
0759 hours, and with the let-up of the barrage, the infantry moves out.
How would you describe your time in Korea as a mortar man?
Cold. Mostly cold.
As a result of severe frostbite to his feet, Pete is 100% disabled. This military decoration in the middle of his cap is called a Combat Infantryman Badge. Pete's unit fought in 2 battles.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we were on the front, I was up on the front for 5 or 6 months.
Pete served in the Army from 1951 through 1953 and remained in the reserves another 4 years. He is most proud of his honorable discharge from the U.S. Army. Married for 62 years, he and his late wife, Brenda, had 2 daughters. He would serve again, wearing another uniform, this time with the Rochester, New York Police Department, where he retired as a patrolman.
I'm helping wounded soldiers try to find a life.
Today, Pete donates the sale of his abstract paintings and his dried floral artwork to the Wounded Warrior Project. His artistry is created from the heart, and he salutes those who serve in the military today.
They're doing a good job. A job that probably has to be done. And I'm proud to have been able to be just a small part of it.
Pete Leaming, World War II and Korean War veteran. Don Dare, 6 on Your Side.
Don, thank you. And Pete, thank you for your service. And if you know a veteran who should be recognized, send Don an email at ddare@wat.com. You can also give him a call at 865-633-6923.